But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our Father who out in the living room, know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool, thinking I'm doing more than I am. So you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did, him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded, one for the crew, sticking moving. 14 in my pop hands, hoping his grip will loosen, but if it didn't, he never was. So I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front of the line, stuck in mind between a corner store and a blurry line with it forever and the lobster is butterfly stuck in mind. Down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be, but someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, I was born in Kings County, beside me. My son was born in the same hospital as Blue Ivy. My father was 20, I was 35. I'm still trying to measure up to the worldly design. I'm in the world of a bind, like how worldly am I? To understand the corner store and the world it defines. But comfy in Carnegie Hall like my world wasn't die. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the live 96 case and write a thesis on what you seeing, how the stories that they sing when they hit and how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me. But knowing the drop due to my pops, how I get to be giving you all of the above as opposed to a sketch of me. And all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up, walls full of me. Down for what?
Son. There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing this tag team so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitch in. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front of the line. Stuck a mind between a corner store and a blurry line. With it forever and the lobster is butterfly. Stuck a mind. In a world that defines, but comfy in Carnegie Hall like my world wasn't die. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the live 96 case and write a thesis on what you seeing, how the stories that they sing when it hitting, how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me. But knowing the drop due to my pops, I get to be giving you all of the above as opposed to a sketch of me. And all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up. Walls
to do and what he might come out there doing. See, I'll be ready.
Let's meet your Houston at forward, 6'6", number 6, Kenyon Martin Jr. Starting at small forward, at 6'3", number 10, Eric Gordon. At center, 6'10", number 35, Christian Wood. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'6", number 0,
It's the, before we...
Ryan, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that even if there's only one ball, having multiple ball handlers can be very effective.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. The dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Silk in at the 2 spot. And for the Rockets, Green the 2 with Gordon the 3. Kenyon Martin is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Wall in at the point. Well, we see it almost every night, Clark. Another great backcourt matchup.
Well, B.A., this league is so stacked with tremendous guards. I mean, all-star caliber guards all over the league. And it really creates a situation where being able to choose guards for the all-star game is just virtually impossible to not leave somebody off that's deserving.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Silk with the bucket.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
Gordon on the wing. Back to Wall. The floater. The shot, no good. Good D by Simmons. Harris's shot is good.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
And here's Houston. 4-point game.
And for those of you who have followed Harris, he's been in the league a decade now. Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has been, and he's rock solid.
Ball no good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The shot. The Rockets pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Philadelphia foul. Number 39. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Gordon outside. Down low. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And over his 10 years, Clark, Harris has been remarkably reliable.
Yeah, he's as consistent as they come, B.A. He's going to score the ball. He'll rebound. He'll defend. I think he's better now at just making the next pass. And he does it all with a high degree of efficiency.
Now here's Wood. He's coming off a 19. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide-open teammate.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. So, kept alive. Here's Embiid. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, that's a
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why you trying to make it so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it.
For the three. We now know who will be competing for the $200,000 in each of the My Team Unlimited tournament finals. Today, I'm joined this is going to be a matchup of an offensive juggernaut in Splash and a defensive juggernaut in Swaggy P. Brian, what do you think is going to happen when these two powerhouses collide?
I think it's up to Swaggy to see what his defense can hold and withstand. Swaggy played good defense during the tournament, picked up a couple big-time wins, but I'm looking at his cards like Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis. These are guys that are going to have to play great defense in the finals against Splash if he wants to watch.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Thank you so much, Kevin. The Hawks have accumulated a depth of talent. Trae Young says we've got a lot of weapons. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get to play with all these guys that have different talents, and it opens things up for me.
Well, he plays like he's having fun. David, thanks. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Cole is out there with money. Then it's Thompson. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Hawks, at the guard positions, Young and Herter. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now, here's Collins. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Young, good.
Slick shot from Trae Young off the pass. He doesn't waste any time putting it up.
Here's money. Okongwu grabs the board. Hunter against Ayton. Pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Good ball handler and passer. You love to see Hunter on the finishing end of these plays.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And you look at Mike Conley's game, just a steady floor general and deadly accurate as a shooter.
And, Greg, I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how he competes on the defensive side. At 6'1", he's given up size on a nightly basis, but he won't let you pick on him. He gets after you.
Here's Collins. Bull making his last shot. Got a hand on it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. 6 to shoot. And here's Collins from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Here's Collins after the made shot from Monday. They double him with Ayton. Here's Young from the arc. And Herter gets it to go.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Got a piece of it. Here's Herter. He's covered by Thompson. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Here's money into the lane.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Toronto, Heisman's checked in for 8. Barnes comes in for Bull. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Mike Conley. Toronto trailing. Here he goes. Out to Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Money. And he banks in the layup. That's now 8 points for Money.
I just want to point out the discipline of Thompson running plays all the way through.
To the middle. Here's Bogdanovich. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They get a hand on it and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Money coming off a solid outing against Washington. And the 3 off target. Knocked loose. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Money. And he makes good on the layup. Money's got 10 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Here's Money.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. The Hawks trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Bogdanovich. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
They've got Cooper. Bogdanovich out there with Johnson. And it's Castro in at the 2 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 47 points. And it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And here is... Kongwu. 11 feet away. Rebound by Money. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And that one's good, Weatherspoon.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Money. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Young. Here's the feed to Collins. Over Weatherspoon. Atlanta again missing. Raptors with the lead. Shoots a 3. No good for Money.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
And that one's good. Hunter.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
What his coaches and teammates love about DeAndre Hunter is his even keel.
And a close game so far through the... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Money.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So for Toronto right now, Thompson is out there with Conley. And there's Money. Then there's Bull. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
What I love about John Collins, he plays with great determination, trying to impose his will.
No good for Money. The Hawks leading by 3. Now, here's Hunter. He's got 7, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Raptors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Money. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Inside, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Toronto. They trail by 3. Hunter for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Money. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Over to the wing. And here's Collins from outside. That's in coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 8 points.
I mean, he only attempted just one three-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
The shot's good for money.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first three of the game comes here in the second quarter.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Bucket is good. 10 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Adept at making the difficult shots. Clay kept his balance, stayed focused right on the rim.
The Hawks leading. Bounce pass Young. The pass to Herter. Dishes it to Young. Drives to the hoop. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for Trae Young.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And there's the bucket for money.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Len has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hunter, no one around him, sinks the triple. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Toronto calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So both teams making some changes here. You know, Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that, but you know he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself.
That one falls, and the Hawks lead by 4.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace. Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Hawks have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Cooper against Van Vliet. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. Here's money. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Here's Cooper. Lays it up off the glass. Cooper's got 5 points so far.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's money. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes is checked in for Anunoby. Pass to Castro. Feeds it to Okongwu. And stolen by Achua. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. For the lead. To the left side wing. Money. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Raptors have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. The three from Bogdanovich. And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it...
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Toronto ahead, leading by a point. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Johnson is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Cooper. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Castro in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut to just one on the basket from Bogdanovich.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game. And Toronto will go for a different look here.
Raptor substitution.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
To the inside. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got his first points of the night.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Hunter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Showing how effective he can be. Once DeAndre Hunter gets rolling, look out.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And Toronto has possession, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Young finds Collins. Hunter falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Here's Money. That shot missing. Hunter with some nice defense. And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
2 seconds.
Here's Young. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Unloads from 13. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Out to Thompson. It's 2-on-1 for the finish. And finished off by Collins.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Takes it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
What a bucket for DeAndre Hunter. His energy on the offensive end, exceptional.
And it's Ayton missing. The Hawks leading by 5. In the corner, it's Hunter. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Hunter's got 17 points here in the second half. Here's Money. Hunter with some nice defense.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 5th foul. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, block become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 9. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Thompson comes with the double team. Here's Young. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. No good from Money.
Shut down. This is the...
And so it's Atlanta with the W. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.